Hello YouTube, this is the guest again, and this is the second part of our Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Kingdom of Cumania. And as you can see, what we did yesterday was to take the Duchy of Alania and the Duchy of Bulgar, and now we're gonna expand even more. And while I now play, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Cumania, because it is actually not historically it wasn't a state like we see here. It was it was many different tribes, or not different, they were the same culture, but they were very independent, and it was called actually the Cuman Kipchak Confederation. And as we see here, it's called Cumania, and our culture is Kipchak. So they have, the CA has or Paradox, I mean, has actually solved that in a quite alright way, but it wasn't a kingdom. It was more a loosely, it wasn't even a state, it wasn't an empire, it was just very many tribes who acted very independently, and sometimes they got together and conquered different places, and that's maybe why they got conquered by the Mongols eventually, because they were so loosely organized and not a centralized state. It was a very decentralized, and but they were like the Mongols and nomadic tribes, so they were quite similar to the Mongols, and yes. And since yesterday, some of you asked me how I'm gonna deal with the Mongols, and hopefully I'm gonna be be a very large state when that comes, and well, when they come here, they're gonna come with a lot of horse archers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to split them up and attack one part of their army with all our forces, and we have to be like twice as many as they are, because of their horse archers, to take them down. So, well, it's gonna be quite interesting. And also, some of you asked why our Tengri faith symbol is different. Well, that's because of the mod, because this is the Prince and the Thane mod. So every there's more symbols for the pagans. Like this is Romuva, and you see there's a leaf or some kind of leaf, and up here we have more naturism. So there's a moose as a symbol, and also the Norse, the Odin and Thor belief from that the Vikings had. You see the hammer of Thor there upside down, and it's called Åsa True, which means faith of the well, I can't say ass, but that's actually ass, or Ås means gods in Norse mythology. So faith of ass. But okay, let's go on here. We have just captured the Duchy of Bulgar, and now we gotta reverse our newly captured counties, since we have way too many holdings. So we're gonna do it easily. We're gonna just here, and two minor vassals like this. And of course it will take a little bit of time before these new counties are usable, since they are so newly captured. It will have minus a lot of percentage because of recently conquered different religious group and recently conquered, yeah. But the culture seems to be the same, since yes, it's the same culture, so we don't get any culture minuses, and that's good. And now we're gonna go on. Let's see how our king is doing. He's wounded, but hopefully he will eventually lose that, because he's quite young still. So we want him to be, we want him to grow older than that. We don't want him to die yet, even though he's not a perfectly good king, but he'll do. Okay, so we still have a little bit of Demesne that we gotta get rid of, and well, what do we want to get rid of? We got rid of that one, yeah, and well, yeah, I think we can just get rid of this one. So let's see who it is. And as you can see here, now it's in winter, and now you see that the economics are very much worse than it is in summer, then you maybe remember from the last video that it was much more green here. And that's also a thing with the mod, that changes during each winter and summer and autumn and spring, which is also a good thing. It's realistic. Yeah, I think we should get rid of these 3 mods. No, mods. I mean, of course, counties. But who to? Who do you want to give it to? I think we should give it to this guy. But first we're gonna, of course, get them married. Aren't they? Yeah, she's 16. So what is the problem here? Well, you may also wonder why I want to take away some of my counters, since I obviously doesn't have anyone that may be revolting. Well, it gives me, to my vassals, it gives me, let's see here, one of the high-ranking vassals. Of course, stupid me. Okay, here, opinion of liege. No minus from the increased demesne. That is new to me. Well, the other thing that should be affected is this. Yes, oversized demesne minus 37.5%. Okay, so what do we want to do? Well, I guess the money is not that important. We get a lot more soldiers from our own demesne. Maximum is 5,000, and that's quite big to have for ourselves. So, and eventually when these get also, over time, they will become quite profitable, and we will get soldiers from them. Then we will be very strong force within our own realm. So we won't have any problems with if there would be a mass revolt. Hopefully it won't, but it should be alright to, well, let's just keep it like this. Yeah, we'll do that. And also when I change my capital to this one, which I'm going to do now, it should be even better. 11 of 11, perfect. Well, then there's no problem at all. Okay, so we'll dismiss our personal levies and vassal levies, and also betrothed can marry. Good. You won't get any. He's our new marshal, of course. You can be our new marshal. It's no problem. So let's see here. Collect taxes. Which one is bringing in the most money? This one. Okay. So let's put it here. Uncover plots. That is in our capital. Research military tech. Well, it's not necessary to research military tech there, since the technology over there is like the island of technology, like here. So, oops, what's that? Someone is calling. I'm gonna just turn it off. And there it's off. Okay, sorry about that. So what we want to do is research technology in this area, which is our own, as you can see here. That's Cumania. That is ours. And by the way, I can just zoom out, and so you can see what's happened since the last time, which is nothing much. So let's go back to what we did. Okay. We were gonna check out here. So research military tech. Is there someone who we can convert? Yes, it is. Let's convert here our newly conquered. Fabricate claims. It's not anything we need to do, since we have the Holy War casus belli. Okay. Let's take these guys. Let's do that. They are Romuva, so okay, so we don't have any casus belli against them. Well, let's just do it easily then, one at a time. Well, no. We're gonna attack multiple things at a time, and to do that we can't raise our levies. You see, this one is the one we just attacked, but also since this is not the head of state that I attacked earlier, I don't have any truce with him, so I can just attack him immediately. But if I had had a truce with him, I wouldn't have really cared, because, we would have gotten like minus, I don't remember, 20 opinion of Sunni rulers, which I don't really care about that. They're gonna be conquered eventually anyways. I don't need any friends with outside my own realm. These guys also we're gonna de jure claim, and that's our Duke in the Perm, High Chief of Perm, yes. And that will make him love us even more. And also here he will love us even more. Okay, let's see here. Yes. Okay, now we have 4 wars going on, and we're gonna attack them all. Okay. And they are gonna be so weak that we can take well, we can send half our army there and let the rest half up to Komi. I'm starting to think Duchess E. Pickle might fancy me. Make a move? Do you want to? Do you want to shag around just for fun? Well, I guess we can have some fun. It's good to be the Khan, yes. It is very good to be the Khan. And also, as you may be remembering, in the first part I changed my crown authority law from minimum to low, and why it was minimum is because the Cuman Kipchak Confederation historically was a very decentralized state, or not even a state. So, well, Paradox has solved that by making all of Cumans into a kingdom, but it wasn't really a kingdom. It was just many very independent tribes, sometimes collaborating against common or fellow enemy, not fellow enemies. Well, against enemies of all of the tribes. And yes, also they actually took some lands down south there, and also the Pechenegs over here, while the Turkish tribes were conquering the Anatolian half. What do you say? The Anatolian Peninsula? Well, also Turkey. So they were conquering a lot of places while the Turks also were conquering. So they were like collaborating for that together. And yeah, that was like maybe around the 11th, start of the 11th, or start of the 12th century, or end of the 11th century. I don't really remember. Okay, fire struck one of our provinces, leaving only ruins in its way. Oh no. We shall rebuild immediately, but that will cost us a lot of gold. Is it really necessary? It's only one province. But we will lose some piety and prestige, and even a little bit gold, but we have so little piety. Yeah, we'll be a good king. We will help those who need. Okay, merge and attack. Oh, that was quite a lot of defenders. Let's just go over here, take him down. We will get a lot of bonus for taking their soldiers also, and sometimes when they don't have any soldiers left, they, even though they have not 100%, even though they haven't gotten 100% minus for them, they will sometimes just admit defeat and offer us a peace with our, yeah, they offer us the peace while we get what we want. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going up here to county of Votiaki. Oh, here we go. As you can see, this guy only has 40, but he is promising us, yes, this is what we want. Khan Saru of Cumania has usurped the title County of Brutasi from High Chief Mali of Mordwins. we are winning, and our wound is becoming a scar, and that is also a good thing because a scar gives us prestige because people think scars are cool. Okay, up here we're gonna attack that one, and yeah, well, we're gonna do this just fast. We got a son. Now we have 2 sons. Oh, he was the one of the ones. He's one of the bastards that we just screwed. No, we didn't screw the bastard. I mean, one of the mistresses that we just did. And we want to legitimize him. He will become a legitimized bastard, and that gives him minus in monthly prestige also, +1 in intrigue. For some reason, -1 in diplomacy, and general opinion -25. So we don't want him as a ruler, but he can give us more family members, and that's good. Attack, 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 attack. 100% peace. Yes. And attack. Oh, we have conquered all, but still it doesn't have 100%, so we have to take care of the last soldiers. Let's see how we control. If we had just waited, we would also have got more war score. But now he admit defeat and gives us what we want, the county. Okay, and again, dismiss. And now we gotta well, now we do have too much counties, so we would have to, and of course we will give that to my half-sister's husband, who will give us, since it is a matrimonial marriage, he will give us heirs in our dynasty. Okay, so we're gonna usurp the Duchy of Mordva, or create actually, and just give that to him. So even though he is not of our dynasty, his children will be. If not our, hopefully if not our, of course our sister have to live for a while and breed some kids, but hopefully we will get a dynasty member in that duchy eventually. Still, we have some extra dynasty that we could get rid of. But do we want to, since it doesn't really affect anything? It doesn't affect our... Oh, now I remember. In this mod, I don't remember if it is in this mod or if it is in... Well, for now, I'll just wait a little bit to create some shamans and some mayors in these holdings, because I want to see if what I believe is true, and that is that eventually these we will see. Yes, the mesnate too big. It just takes a little while, because when you have, for example, done an invasion, you suddenly you have like 100 mesnate in size, and people hate you instantly. It's like it's impossible to keep everything in there, and you would have to give away counties and create new dukes and counts on the same day that you have then on the same day that you have conquered what you conquered. For example, if you would be the William the Bastard, Duke of Normandy, that had just conquered England, you would have had to give away or delegate all the counties on the same day that you had conquered England. But here we can actually wait some days, and people won't hate you immediately, and that's good. Well, I think this concludes the Let's Play Part 2 of Kingdom of Cumania Crusader Kings 2. And yes, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow.